We are putting together today for you a little video to show you how to do a man bun. Unfortunately, my daughter has been quarantined from school, so I'm not able to use the two young models that volunteered for this because we don't want to spread the contact tracing out to them, and they're also in a different school zone, so we don't want to send it over the county lines, I guess. But here we are. We're going to try it on my daughter's hair. It's not going to be exactly what I wanted, but I can at least demonstrate for you the how-to and different options to wear Little Rose products with a man bun. All right, let's get to it. Here's my girl. Okay, we have her hair kind of clipped back so that we can kind of recreate an undercut, I guess. And her hair is very thick, so I didn't use all of it, but you can kind of see, I'm going to turn her head this way, how much hair we're working with, okay? So, not super important, but I just want you to kind of see that. So you could have this down or whatever. It's just going to be a different cut for each person. Now I think what we're going to have to do is set her down so that we can see better. Okay. Now, if your hair is fine or thin, you're going to definitely want to spray it with a little water so that it's damp. That's going to eliminate flyaways. You can also use a leave-in conditioner. One of my favorites is Sense brand. I'll put a link to that in the video description. You can also use, if your hair is very slick, you might want to use something to give it a little texture. This is a sea salt spray that Little Rose carries. You can use rose water to add a little moisture to it. Kind of keeps your hair refreshed and also helps with flyaways and things like that. I love this stuff. This is my rainy day secret weapon. You can also use like a dry shampoo, which we do have. I just couldn't put my hands on it today. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do basically, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time smoothing. I'm gonna assume that you can smooth as much as you want on your own. But before you start twisting, you want to get everything as smooth as you want it. You can do a little bit of smoothing after, but depending on the texture of your hair, that can make more flyaways for you later. So, if you need to separate, just get you a pointy comb and just pull the hair down or up wherever you want it. So kind of give yourself a big tall alfalfa. And what I'm gonna do is just kind of grab here to hold it still and twist. Now sometimes when you do that, I'm going to tilt your head down, you're going to notice that your hair kind of goes this way a little bit and you may not want that. When you're done, you can turn your bun and fix that, okay? But that's kind of why I grab it here. That prevents that twist and make it a nice tight rope. It's going to be snug, but not so tight that you're pulling hairs out. Does that make sense? And just keep twisting and it will kind of work itself into a bun. We're gonna do that again with a little bit closer up. Okay, Molly's holding the camera so you can see where I'm grabbing and twisting. And you see how it kind of starts to wrap into itself? And then we can go around here. We had to take a little puppy break and we're probably gonna hear her in the background. So we're gonna do this pretty quick, okay? So we've got our hair. We're gonna do our twisty rope like I just showed you. Twist that around. Now you may not want it to look like this, where it kind of looks like a ballerina bun. You may not want that. If you do, that's okay. If you don't, as you twist, when you start to make that twist, just hold it at the base and let that sit up. Does that make sense? We're gonna fix that in just a sec. Now, but you need something to wrap around right there. This is the small swerve in comparison to the regular size swerve. Both will work depending on your hair. If this is all you're gonna be doing with it, I would go with the small. Okay, so you just have to get it somewhere in a rope. Smiley face going in at an angle, curving up. Did you see? Like you're scooping. So you're gonna scoop the hair. It's gonna come out. Let's go in a little closer there. Okay. I'm gonna do this faster for you in a second, and then go down. The points are gonna rub across the scalp, and you're gonna flip it to where it's a nice curve. Now you're gonna come around to the other side, spinning, and that's gonna come through the rope on the other side. Sorry. That's because I'm twisting your head right now. There you go. And then that's gonna rest on your bun, and that's gonna hold for you as long as you want it to, okay? Now I'm gonna do it fast from the front. Now this, you can leave just like that. I think it's fantastic just like that. If you want it to be a little messier, well, because you're not a boy, you can just loosely pull at the rope and pull as many strands out as you want. Is that better? Now it's like a messy bun, I guess. So you can do whatever you want there, and you've still got a nice hold there. Okay, now let's do it faster. It's going to take you some practice to get it secure on the first attempt. It took me to do a full-size regular bun about 5 attempts, and then I had it. This is a little different because you're pulling some of the bun out, so it's gonna take you a minute to figure it out. So don't give up. If you have trouble, let me know. Okay, so we're going in at a smile, but I'm actually kind of to get it where I want it, there. So I'm scooping, that's gonna touch, I'm gonna flip, and then it's gonna come out on the other side. Make sure you go through the rope. I kind of jiggle it so I'm not ripping hair out, and push. Now you can either bury or not these little stems. I left them out so you could see them, and then you're secure, okay? And that's really all there is to it. Now if you want it to be more, she's so done, a standard ballerina bun. Now that's gonna be hard to do because I've gotten my brain on that little bit of a taller bun. Okay, lean down. Okay, so we've got a little bit more of a standard bun, and we're just gonna go in and down, and same thing. It's a little faster with that because you have a little more to work with, and you can bury that in, okay? Now I'm gonna go back to the man bun really quick and just show you some different things that you can wear with it if you want something that shows, okay? So I'm grabbing that base, twisting, so I've got something going around it. If your hair is shorter, this is gonna be tinier, and that's okay. Okay, so this is the regular swerve. It'll go in the same way. I'm not gonna walk through that, but it goes in the same way. It's just bigger. This is one of the leather 8s. You can wear this either way, where you have the seams showing or not. It can be smooth or showing. I like the seams showing. You can just literally wrap that around the bun and stick it in with any hair stick, okay? Another option is a flexi clip. I would look for these that have this look. It's called look of leather. These are not actual leather. These are, some of them are. Some of these are real leather, some of them are faux leather, depending on the color. These are not. These are more rubbery, and they give a nice grip, okay? And then don't have as many beads on it, which you may not like. All you're gonna do, let's see, can you stand up and kind of lean into the camera so we can see this good? Okay, we're gonna put the flexi there. I'm grabbing it with my finger. Here's the stem. I'm wrapping it around, and that's it, okay? Now, typically, when I wear a bun, I do it like this. Lean down again. I go into the hair, rubbing across the scalp, over the bun, and there, I yanked her hair. Okay, lean down. And that looks like that. So there's lots of ways that you can wear that. As long as you've got it secure where it's holding your hair, you're good to go. And I think that's all oh, I did bring a more basic stick. You can just get a plain hair stick. You ever stick a pencil in your hair to hold it up? Same thing. It goes in the same way as that swerve. Kind of jiggling, this is thicker. And her hair is a little bit, even though it's thick, the density is very fine and it tangles easily, so I don't want to rip her hair out. So we're just going to go through the rope on both sides. As long as you get underneath that scalp hair, it doesn't hurt. The product doesn't hurt, it's just me being not nice to my daughter. Sorry. Ugh. So, and she doesn't brush her hair good. Just kidding. It's true though. And boom. Okay, so lots of different things you can do. Once you have your product in hand, I think we can do this together and get it worked out. Okay, that's it. Have a great day. Bye.